Hello again, everybody. Yes, I'm back this lovely Saturday afternoon. We've just done this Ikebana style, and I've just gone into have a cup of coffee and said to my husband, "Oh, I've got to do something else. I just don't feel that it's long enough, So I've come back. So I was going to close up, but I thought I'd come back because they don't take long. Even though I'm going to my sister-in-law's later, it's not going to take that long. So I thought we're going to do a different one, another Ikebana, but in a different style. So I have these bamboos on a roll. I've cut them off of the roll. I was going to put two at two different heights, but I thought no, let's stay with one. So I've gone on the garden and I've taken some of my stones off the garden, placed them in the bowl. I've glued this on to the bottom of the bowl. I've sprayed it black as well. It's only not one of those normal green floral bowls that you buy, the plastic ones, from your wholesalers or online, wherever you get them from. They've got holes in these bamboos at the top, and I have put in Oasis all the way as far as I can get it. I've been pushing it in till I can't get it in no more. So it's now sitting right at the top, up here. I'll try and show you, but because I've got pebbles in, I don't really want to move it. As you may be able to see there's a little tiny bit of Oasis. So I've glued that in. I'm hoping that holds and it doesn't move. I'm hoping that the stones give it some, something to hold as well. Some weight also. Right. Now this is even more minimalistic, guys, than the last one. All I have is 2 white lilies. We had the calla lilies last time, but on this one I wanted 2 white lilies. I've again using these little ones because it's only small and I could get away with bigger ones on the dish. This one is relatively smaller, so I'm going to place one in here and one, if I can show you, here. And that's how they're going to sit. I also have some wispy grass in the lime green as well, because I'm sticking to lime green and white. So what I want to do with these is perhaps put a pick on them, just take a few off and curl them over and add those in as well. And now I've got a lime green orchid. Now I'm not going to put that in like that. I'm taking these off and I'm going to glue them several around the centre where I'm going to put this. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of grass as well and glue that on to the bamboo piece as well. So let's start. So I'm going to put one higher again than the other, and I'm going to place that just there again. Move any glue, guys, because I'm not putting a lot in here, so you will see it. I'm not spraying on the top here either. I'm leaving it as it is. Then I'm going to go one slightly further down. And I'm going to place that just coming out of the side. Just like that. I'm going to bring it slightly forward so you can see the flower on the top. And now I'm going to use our palm. Because this has got rubber on again, let me see how much I want to take off. So about here, and I want to just take off about an inch to 2 inch at the bottom, cutting around the rubber so it just reveals the wire. Now this is also going to sit at an angle just like that. Now with this one, I'm not putting it in the Oasis. I'm going to glue part of the stem Or in fact, I could do that. I'm going to take some of this off. Again, the rubber. Just twist it when you pull. And I'm going to put this stem inside the oasis and have that hanging down like that. So let's just glue that. I don't want that much glue on it. I don't want it showing at the top. And let's just make sure I position this where I'd like this to sit. Let me just have a look. Yeah, and that's that one. So let's get some of our grasses. I can start with this near here. I'm just going to cut a few off. I could, let me just see if these go in. Yes, they do. Right, so I'm going to glue. In fact, let me get a few together. And I may just put a little bit of tape on the bottom. I'm going to have 5 at the top and 3 down here. So let me just grab my tape. Now let's put a little stem on. Let's attach one. I've got little oddments. Can't see, they've all mingled in with each other. Right, so I'm going to glue this. Just put a little bit of glue on and attach it to that one so my stem holds in place. And we'll get our corsage tape and I'm going to go over the top of the glue so then the glue is also holding the corsage tape. And I'm just going to go slightly down. I don't want to go too far down. I'm just going under where the grass ends. And then let's just measure. I want it about here. So now I'm going to glue this stem in again. Wipe off any excess glue that you may see. And then I'm going to grab these. Just spread them apart. And I'm going to glue those on here. I may do it actually a bit by bit so then at least I can place them in different heights and things like that. So you have to be careful with these because these do like bend over and form a crease, and once that occurs it's very hard to get it back. Right, let's do a tiny bit. I should have got the glue gun out for this. And I'm putting a little bit here, just wiping it slightly. And I'm going to place that. See, this one's already snapping. I'm going to place that there. I'll keep that like that. I'll try and cover it. If it doesn't look right, I shall take it off because I am very funny. And be careful with your glue on this grass because this grass does melt very quickly if you put too much on. Do the same here, just a little bit. Glue it on where that is. And just keep doing it. Bring it over. And the last one. And place that there. Right, let me just check for any glue. Now what I'm going to do is get my scissors. And I'm going to cut any strands at the bottom. Oops, one's just popped off. I don't like that one. I really don't. Now I've bent it. So I'm going to cut that right at the stem here. And take it off. So I'm going to glue that one back on. Let me reposition that because it's catching on the palm. And I'm going to sit that there. And again, it may look, you might think, a bit messy, hence the reason if I show you the flowers, the orchids, so then they'll sit there. I'm going to bring them slightly, like starting some at the bottom and weaving the way up to here. So we'll take a few off to start with. I don't know how many I'm going to need. I'll take 5 off. And then we're going to do the same again with these grasses. I'm going to put a little, I'm not going to put a stem on, sorry, on these. I'm just going to put some tape around them. Oops, I've gone upside down. It's a bit daft of me. I'm going to stick them there, and I'm going to put smaller loops. Well, I may do it actually around the back. Put smaller loops going down. So, in fact, I'm going to do these one at a time. I'm not going to put tape on. See, it's starting to melt already. So if you can quickly place it. And then I'll just, see that one's bending in a crease. So I'm not going to put that on either because that one's bending over. So let's do it that way instead. Oops-a-daisy. If this isn't going to work, then I can use my Murano sticks. So I'm going to make loops to start with then. Seems like it's the easier option because it's very, very, very delicate. And I'm going to lean that on there as well. Oh, it's all trapped around my ring. Let's get another one because I did want 3. I'm going to get a wider one. going to bring that to the bottom. Oops. Oh, it doesn't have to stick to your fingers. I'm just wiping any excess glue off. Let me just cut that. So then we've got like that shape. So then they will sit here. So I think the best thing really, let's see, is to just wrap a bit of floral tape around just to hold these in place. Because I said they do melt very easily. If you've got anything else that you'd like to use, you know, like I say, sticks, anything like that, then that's also fine. So I've got 3 different ways of loops here. So that one's turned. Oh my good gracious me, aren't they awkward? I should have just used the sticks. I wanted grass. Let me just look from the front. I'm going to put those actually up there. I'm going to stick these in here. Yeah, that's better. Right, now we can move on. Now that's stopped being quite finicky, as I say. Let's see. No, I'm going to take that off. And this is again where I'm going to put now glue on the petals at the back so they can attach to the bamboo. This one, to say it's less in, it's a bit more, probably longer than the other video, but that doesn't matter. And this is covering our mechanics. Again, as you may be able to see, I'm putting glue on the petals. Because if we left the stem on, it'd be sticking out. I'm going to bring one there. Place one on the bottom. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on this with it gluing to stone. And then our last one, I'm going to put around the back. So I can just dip that one. And glue that to the bamboo at the back. So ladies and gentlemen, that is your other Ikebana style. So there's more styles than just one. And that is very, very minimalistic. Like I say, it may have taken me slightly longer. It was the grass that was holding me back. So from earlier on today, you have this one that we did, with a bit more filling into it, you know, for the Ikebana. And then we've done the more of the minimalistic. So I hope you enjoyed those two different styles. Excuse me. I had to come back and show you something else. I just didn't feel right. I just didn't feel like I'd shown you enough. So I said to my husband, well, I've done this style. I'm going to do something slightly more minimalistic for them, so they can see that it's not just, you know, full, well, quite full, not a lot full compared to what I've done a bit before. But and then I wanted to said to my husband, I'd like to show you one where there's hardly anything in it. So I hope I've achieved that for you, and I hope that may have, you know, given you a few ideas on how to create your own Ikebana style. So once again, I hope you enjoy your Saturday. I've finished for today now, for definite. I won't be coming back today, and I shall see you tomorrow. So all the best, everyone, and take care. Have a great night. Bye bye.